Right now at 6, severe weather quickly heading for southwestern Wisconsin. What you need to know to stay safe.
And a first look at a new Amtrak route passing through the Coulee region.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, it's an alert day today with severe thunderstorms and tornado watches across the area.
That's right. We have team coverage across our region this evening. Allison Ferget is live in DeSoto. Jeremy Wall live in La Crosse to give us updates on the conditions on the ground.
But first, let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart for a look at what to expect.
Yeah, we have the line of storms really knocking on the doorstep of La Crosse right now. Claire's actually had some thunderstorms going on. Toma and other areas yet to be seen with some showers. Right now, we still got that tornado warning just a few minutes left to expire. There's a weak little rotation that's heading up just to the northwest of Eau Claire, up further north. It is heading that direction. Actually, it looks like it's just expired too. So that's the good news. Right now, it's really a severe thunderstorm warning. This is surge of the system is beginning to push northeast, and the wind is the biggest threat with this. Right now, we've kind of seen that storm go away. Here it gives you an indication that's coming towards the radar, and that does indicate that we have a strong west wind coming, potentially 60 to 70. Right now it's just severe thunderstorm warnings on the leading edge as it comes through. Sometimes you get a little bit of these notches that do indicate some rotation, but right now we don't see that. You can see this push coming through, potentially 80 to 90 indicated by the radar. We've had reports of 60 to 70, so they are moving at 70 miles per hour. They're also producing winds in about that direction, and it's really coming really quickly. So for the next hour, we're going to see this come through with a few showers or thunderstorms potentially ahead of it. So later on the broadcast, we'll kind of break down how fast this gets out of here, if we got anything behind it, and what Wednesday looks like shaping up to be. That'll come in a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. So again, those main lines looking like northeast Iowa right now and southeast Minnesota. Now our own News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is live in DeSoto near the edge of Vernon and Crawford County, monitoring conditions on the ground.
Yeah, Allison, how are the conditions right now?
Ken and Emily, we are here in DeSoto, and the rain is just starting to pick up, and from here it is only going to get worse. Right now the winds are not too bad, but we did just hear the tornado siren go off, or what we at least think is the tornado siren, and as you can see, the rain is starting to come down a lot harder now. So folks, keep an eye on that radar, and keep in mind a place where you can shelter in case you need to later tonight. Reporting in DeSoto, Allison Ferget, Ken and Emily, back to you.
Allison, thanks very much, and a good point there. For any live updates on these developing weather conditions, be sure to have that First Warn weather app downloaded on your primary devices.
And now our own Jeremy Wall is live in downtown La Crosse monitoring the conditions. How's the weather looking out there, Jeremy?
I'm starting to hear thunder, and not that long ago I thought I saw lightning across the Mississippi in Minnesota. But right now we are inside the parking garage across from the La Crosse Center, where it's looking like the way it was at 5 o'clock when we were at the Amtrak station. Cloudy, and we even felt a little bit of precipitation back then. But right now at this hour, it's looking calm before the storm. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Now, Community Safe Room is open in Viroqua. Today's inclement weather prompted the city to open the shelter, and it's designed to resist high winds, wind-driven rains, and other debris impacts that can come from a powerful storm. The shelter is located on the lower level of Viroqua City Hall. Now, it is open to the public until 9 p.m. tonight. There are bathrooms, drinking water, food, and first aid. And another safe room is open in Sparta. Sparta Area Fire Department Fire Chief Mark Arnold announced that the Sparta Barney Community Center will also be open for anyone seeking refuge from the storms in the area. The address is right there on your screen, and we will have more information about other open shelters on our website, news8000.com.
A grand jury indicted a Holman man for using AI to create thousands of sexually explicit images of children. According to the indictment, 42-year-old Stephen Anderegg allegedly used a text-to-image generative AI program to create thousands of realistic images of prepubescent minors. He's also accused of sharing some of those images with a 15-year-old boy. Law enforcement was alerted by a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. If convicted, Anderegg faces up to 70 years behind bars. He is currently in federal custody.
Wisconsin DNR officials are keeping an eye on a manure spill in Monroe County. The DNR says a fisherman in Moore Creek first notified them of the spill last week. The spill happened at a dairy farm east of Norwalk. It caused degraded water quality and killed fish in Moore Creek and an adjacent tributary. The DNR believes the spill was caused by a mechanical failure at the farm. The amount of manure spilled has not been released. Today, UWL's new state-of-the-art research vessel hit the water. The research vessel Prairie Springs is designed to sample water and sediment and map river features with sonar technology. UWL's River Studies Center was able to acquire the boat through a nearly $500,000 gift from the Paul Fleckenstein Trust Fund. The director of the River Studies program says having a vessel like the Prairie Springs gives UWL advantages that other schools do not have.
Having a vessel like this is not common. So there's maybe a handful across the country that have vessels like this, and it's really going to allow us to partnership with the state and federal agencies and private groups.
UWL partnered with La Crosse-based marine company J.F. Brennan on the project. The company will store and maintain the vessel and was awarded the 2024 UW Regents Business Partnership Award for their work with the university.
Great Rivers United Way is delivering volunteer-packed hygiene kits to a local nonprofit today. The kits, packed by volunteers from Hydride Chemical Company, contain basic hygiene products like deodorant and toothbrushes. More than 200 hygiene packs were delivered to the Reach Center, which will then distribute to anyone in need. A Coulee Cap administrator says these hygiene packs are in high demand.
It's important, to take care of ourselves, and these products will provide individuals an opportunity to take care of some hygiene issues and to just be able to, take good care of themselves.
If you or someone you know could benefit from a hygiene pack, just head on over to the Reach Center. We've got that address on all of our platforms.
Amtrak's first train in more than 20 years hit the rails today. The Borealis train connecting St. Paul to Chicago made its inaugural run this afternoon, featuring stops in La Crosse and Tomah. Nearly $1 million in funding for the project came from Wisconsin's 2023-25 biennial budget. The new route adds new transit options for Wisconsinites and should help boost the tourism industry. One passenger says he's looking forward to the lack of rush hour traffic.
I've driven to Chicago so many times I can't even count, and every single time I drive there I'm encountering traffic on I-94. So even if you don't actually ride the train, you're benefiting from the train because you have less traffic.
The Borealis train will make 8 stops a day, including La Crosse, Tomah, and Winona. Passengers can catch a train to Chicago from La Crosse daily at 11:37 a.m.
Governor Evers is grabbing dessert in La Crosse to celebrate National Travel and Tourism Week. Evers swung by the Sweet Shop on Caledonia Street for some homemade ice cream. That Northside shop been family owned and operated since 1921. Now, the governor's visit comes the same day he's asking the Joint Finance Committee to release $10 million to advertise Wisconsin as a prime cultural and recreation destination. Evers says that money is already approved in the current state budget, and those investments bring a boost to local businesses.
We think of the big things like the Packers, the Brewers, and sporting events, but at the end of the day, the people that are going to make a city strong are places like this.
Economic data says tourism generated more than $23 billion for the state in 2022. The current state budget has $34 million dedicated to advertising Wisconsin tourism.
A 1985 murder finally going to trial.
And an 81-year-old Wisconsin woman is in the hot seat. We'll have those details after this.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Shop our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase on all in-store purchases. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy, a hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hey, what's up with no seatbelt?
We're not going far. Just heading to town.
Really?
Don't worry, folks. I got this.
What the?
Come on, man. You're more likely to get in a crash on a shorter trip. So buckle up every trip, every time.
Got it?
Got it.
Click it or ticket. Together, we can save lives.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Save big on adjustable mattress sets from Beautyrest Black, Purple, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select in-store mattress purchases for better sleep and savings. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com.
All right, we're going to go ahead. We do have an actual tornado warning in store for Winona right now. It's not a confirmed tornado on the ground. It's radar indicated. It's off this line. We get these little notches that kind of develop, so you do get a spin up occasionally with this. Excuse me. And right now we do have one near Winona at 6:05. It's moving about 13 miles west, moving about 65 miles per hour. So that's indication of all this line that is moving fairly quickly. So we might see additional spin-ups. Right now you can kind of see there's a little bit of a notch right there with a change in the wind direction coming to the radar to not coming from the radar. So right now that is tracking to the northeast. As you look at further in the lines, there are additional little notches we're going to have to keep an eye on as they get closer to it down towards Preston. If we zoom in there, you can see there is another one little area that we'll have to monitor too. Further south, there is other areas too along this, especially as these individual thunderstorms ahead of this line kind of merge with it as it pushes east. So these are spin-ups. These usually don't last too long. Once again, the main threat still is to take shelter from the strong damaging winds. That's really the main concern, but we do occasionally get these spin-ups, and right now it's not a confirmed tornado right now. It's just radar indicated as of the latest warning that you can see. Excuse me, this line is moving about 70 miles to the east, so it's going to be through La Crosse, other areas fairly quick. If we go further south towards Prairie du Chien, we can see right now generally just straight line wind coming through. If we zoom in, you can kind of see as we push throughout, you can see the surge of it with the individual cells ahead of it, and that is the concern that we may have. If we looked at velocity once again, radar indicates from the blue is coming towards the radar. The other indication, the red and pink, is going away, so you can see the surge of wind. Now these winds, 70 to 80 miles per hour, are off the surface. They're not at the ground level. It gives you an indication how strong these winds are coming. We've had reports of 65 plus 70 coming through, and it is surging. Then we zoom up towards Winona once again in this area. We're going to have to keep an eye once again on that notch, and it's just right there, barely visible right now. They will weaken fairly quickly, so this tornado warning hopefully won't last too long. It'll weaken, and so far, like I said, nothing is indicated on the ground that we do have a tornado, but there is a radar indicated aloft that we do have a tornado warning. So there is some rotation indicated by the radar as it's going through. If we go back to the radar and look at the big picture right now, let me zoom in here. There we go. We can zoom out. You can generally see there is the line now past Preston. Those are your current winds or wind gusts, at least with the sensor picked up. 40 to 45. Now that's not what was indicated that with the line coming through, but that's what we're going to at least see 50 plus and likely 70 when it's moving at 65, 70 miles per hour. It's not hard to get wind gusts that strong. So far, all just severe thunderstorm warnings up to the north. If we go Eau Claire, we just have a severe thunderstorm warning up there just to the west too. Once again, wind damage and some hail up there. That's more kind of hail. The only tornado, once again, if we zoom in, we can see right now it's just about passing Winona. It's going to be outside of that box here in a few minutes. If we go back to the velocity to see if we do have any rotation left, there's just that little notch, and you can kind of see if I zoom in right to the west of Fountain City, a little bit of a notch there too. So this is what we're going to have to deal with probably for the next couple hours, is dealing with these little spin-ups along this line. So we will see probably additional potential tornado warnings as we go through. We'll update you more, and we'll be right back after the break.
My son, Nick, took illicit fentanyl, which cost him his life. And knowing that my son is never coming back is the worst thing that I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Tammy Baldwin's been with us every step of the way.
She just got a major bill passed to really crack down on fentanyl. She doesn't just talk the talk, but she actually walks the walk. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate Tammy Baldwin fighting this fight.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Transform your home in one weekend and get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Pittsburgh Ultra Exterior Paint is a paint and primer in one that resists cracking and peeling and has great durability, making it perfect for many outdoor projects. A gallon of flat is $27.98 after rebate. Get long-lasting color with Pittsburgh's Grand Distinction Exterior Paint. It's highly dirt-resistant and provides a mildew-resistant coating. Get a gallon starting at $41.79 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality, energy-saving windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed by certified technicians and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with Renewal by Andersen Windows and Doors. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. American Waterworks. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, American Waterworks professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide long-lasting solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer. American Waterworks. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
We provide specialty level care in anything from wisdom tooth removal to dental implant placement to more complex corrective jaw surgeries.
Trying to make it as easy of an experience as you can go through. We're the most experienced clinic in the region for these types of procedures. If you or your family member needs wisdom teeth removed, tooth extraction, dental implants, you found the right place. We'd be happy to see you here.
We work closely with your general dentist. Have a discussion with your dentist about a referral to us.
Yeah, we still got the severe action going on. Now, one good thing is they're starting to cut back on the tornado watch because as the system moves, we're going to see less of the tornado threat and severe threats. So you're already starting to see counties to the west of Rochester being dropped, and that'll be a sign of things to come, too. Once again, we still got the tornado warning. It's a little bit of a notch just spun up right near Winona. It's going to be passing through here fairly quickly. We'll see if that continues, and we're going to have to watch additional little spin-ups along this main line. It kind of surges northeastward. So overall, you can't see much of it, but there's a little bit of turns occasionally in these. They're very weak, but do indicate some rotation. Once again, you should be taking cover just because of the straight line wind damage coming with this. So the tornado will be just, if you're in a strong structure, you'll be safe from all this. But still, we're going to keep an eye more further as we expand out. Really, it's just wind reports with this. Occasional hail as you go further north, but it's really the winds as this is pushing about 70 miles per hour to the northeast, and it's going to continue. Now they've expanded that tornado warning to account for this as it goes now onto the Wisconsin side. That's once again, we're going to see a little bit of spin up here, not confirmed right now on the ground, but we do have some rotation indicated by radar. Further south, if you look at our area, we still got the line coming through, so severe thunderstorm warnings are still out through at least 6:30 for Fillmore, Houston, and it'll continue pushing eastward too. So it won't last long. That's the good news with it. But here's the radar indicated winds, and you can see some of these are probably pushing 95, even stronger winds. They're aloft, but gives you indication of what the winds are coming towards the radar. And right now, that push is coming through Winona. One push. La Crosse probably got another 30 minutes before that comes through, and then further south to Viroqua, that is also surging eastward too. So that is the real big threat with this, is you're going to see a real gust over probably 65, maybe 70 or even stronger. Heavy rain too, torrential rain with it, and we're going to have to watch once again for these little spin ups along this line as they continue to push east. And I would say the north edge is really the area to watch for any of these spin-ups and tornadoes warnings right now. Southern one is not too much, but this area curved right up to Winona further north is one we'll have to keep an eye on for probably the next hour to see if we see any additional spin-ups. And you can see the little notches right here, here, here. that gives you a little bit of indication there's a little bit of turning as it goes through. The good news is once this goes, it's going to go fairly quick. So by the time we get to 8 p.m., it's going to be north of I-94. We'll see additional development behind it, but I don't think it'll be any type of severe. We'll see showers and a few storms continuing throughout the night. By 9 p.m., it's all the way up to northeast Wisconsin, southeast Wisconsin too. So that shows you how fast it is moving. We'll see a west wind pick up, a few showers continuing through probably 10, 11, at least south La Crosse. You may see some of that continue for Eau Claire going past midnight as the low begins to wrap up and pull to the northwest. So that's the good news. Now tomorrow we're going to see on and off cloud cover, but we should see plenty of sunshine probably going in the afternoon. It will be cooler with that west wind, and we might still see a shower in the afternoon. Given the daytime heating, you'll see some pop up right through here too. Very hit and miss, a sprinkler or two. Won't be amount to too much, but the temperatures will be back really in the upper 60s to low 70s with that west wind, breezy at times throughout the time period. So that's what we're looking at. But right now, the main threat is for the severe weather. Once we get past that, Thursday looks actually beautiful with 80 degrees. Well, showers and thunderstorms come back into the thing Thursday night into Friday. And for Memorial Day weekend, looks fairly dry and comfortable. We might see a shower or two as we go through Monday and Tuesday, but for right now, it's the next probably hour and a half to 2 hours we've really got to keep an eye on, giving that line coming through, and once again, we could see occasional spin-ups for tornado warnings along that line.
Yeah, quite a line indeed. All right, we're going to take a short break, and Greg will continue to track the latest right after this.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation.
Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower.
5-star plumbing service done right.
I see good people. I mean really good, hard-working people working 40 to 60 hours a week, up to 3,000 hours a year, only to break even every month financially. I don't like the word deserve, but I think in this case, you deserve better. You deserve a better monthly picture. You deserve a dignified retirement. Come see me. I can teach you how to get what you deserve.
Doorbusters. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. Get a free recliner with this reclining sofa. The Memorial 3-day doorbuster deal starts Saturday at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list. Like the luxury of a power reclining sofa, just $727. This beautiful bed marked way down. Deals this hot are while they last only, so come early. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The Memorial 3-day doorbuster deals. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Doorbusters. Hello, La Crosse. I work for Nomo. Our official name is Nomo Smart Care. We're getting ready to launch Nomo coast to coast, but we're starting here in La Crosse first. You guys get to learn about Nomo before anybody else and how Nomo can help your family. You're going to see messages on TV and on social media, and we're doing community events. So come say hi. We're excited about Nomo, and we're excited to be in La Crosse. Nomo Smart Care, N-O-M-O Smart Care.
Maxwell White celebrates servicing the La Crosse Coulee region for 30 years. Much has changed, but not our commitment to you, providing local, honest, and quality plumbing repairs and solutions. That's Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
All right, we still got severe weather going on. That tornado warning for Winona has expanded. We actually do have a confirmed tornado Rolling Stone, Minnesota right now, but still it's along that line that we're watching for. Basically the spin-ups that we do get, and as we zoom in, you can see there is a tornado warning out to 645 right now. It's just along that line and kind of behind it too a little bit. You're seeing it. If we go into velocity, you can definitely see the rotation, the little notches going on along this line continuing. And so there's about 1, 2, and even 3 right there that are indicating some rotation, and sometimes these do touch the ground. So that is the problem for up there. That'll continue right now. We do have a confirmed tornado, looks like near Rolling Stone. This area is moving really to the northeast fairly quickly at 65 to 70 miles per hour, and that's the main threat. And we continue with this line is the wind damage that's going to come along with it. Otherwise, to the south, we still have the severe thunderstorm warnings across the entire area as that line continues to surge east, and there's that push of wind coming right now, and there's the tornado. If we kind of zoom in, we still have another few notches well west of Minnesota, La Crosse. So along that line, it looks like that's going to be coming through La Crosse in probably the next 30 minutes or 35 minutes. And we're going to keep an eye on these spin-ups because right now we do have a tornado warning along it, pretty much extending just south of Winona all the way up to east of Buffalo to Wabasha. That area along that line has some weak rotation in it, and you can see the little turning of the directional there along it. It's not quite uniform across the area, and that's where we got the spin-ups, and that continues for 6:30 to 6:45 for the area. Further south, we aren't quite seeing that. It's pretty much just straight line wind damage as it's coming through fairly quickly. All these warnings are out for the next probably 15 minutes, and it'll be continue to expand further east as we go. If we kind of zoom up big picture wise, it is pushing to the east fairly quickly, but the main concern is going to be that little notch to the north here. Radar right now, heavy downpour torrential rains with this as it pushes through, especially to the further to the north as I continue to get rain going up towards Eau Claire. The good news up towards Eau Claire in those areas is generally becoming just moderate rain with thunderstorms, maybe occasional severe, but that's really going to be the issue. And then the good news is once you get to Preston, to the west of Decorah right now, they're starting to get on the back edge of that, so the severe threat's going to wind down here fairly quickly. So the positive is we got maybe about another hour and a half for the Mississippi River area, and then everything will push east, and then I-94 will be then probably another 2 hours, and then everything will be done with. But we are still going to keep an eye on this. Right now, no confirmed, just a confirmed one near Rolling Stone, Minnesota, one of the tornadoes. Otherwise, it's just radar indicated along this line, just north of Winona, just then northwest of La Crosse, too, as this line pushes east. It's pushing east at about 70 miles per hour. We'll continue to update you on this as we go throughout the break and throughout the evening hour as we have the severe weather outbreak across the area.
Us. This isn't us, is it? Uh-huh. Let's take a break from our devices for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. And let's see what we find.
Hey, bud.
US Cellular, built for us.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. So get your summer started off right with amazing Memorial Day savings throughout the store. Like Estate Weed and Feed, just $34.99. Save $40 on this Champion portable generator. Rewards members save an extra $10. Assorted bags of Royal Canin dog food up to $25 off. And rewards members get free same-day local delivery on all pet supply orders of $49 or more. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
La Crosse Fireplace Company has proudly worked with many homeowners throughout the years, but you've also seen our Heat and Glow fireplaces in local businesses. From a large waiting area to a small, cozy setting for customers to relax and enjoy themselves, La Crosse Fireplace Company will help create the warmth and aesthetics perfect for your business. Stop into our showroom and see the various Heat and Glow fireplaces. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now you can get unlimited data for just $30 a line. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones.
All right, update still. We still have the tornado warning for Winona up to the northeast. That is one confirmed near Rolling Stone on the ground. Otherwise, we have little spin-ups along that line. The remaining of the area is going to see that line come through with gusty winds, gust over 70. It is moving fast to the northeast, so something to keep in mind of. It will be out of here, but for the next couple hours, we're going to be dealing with the severe weather, and we'll continue to update you throughout the night.